You know how sometimes things line up?
With Us, writer-director Jordan Peele proves that he's no one-trick pony after the success of his Oscar-winning Get Out in 2017. Where Get Out is a racially conscious thriller, Us is less concerned about social commentary and more horror-focused, with an ample amount of comedy sprinkled throughout. The one aspect these two movies have in common, a credit to Peele's skill as a storyteller, is that both are difficult to pen to one particular genre. If there's anything to compare Us to, it would have to be The Twilight Zone, which Peele is fittingly adapting for CBS All Access. The only thing missing is Rod Serling's narration before the opening credits.
The Twilight Zone.
Us centers on the Wilsons, a seemingly normal middle-class family of four on vacation at their summer home near the California coast. But like any good Twilight Zone episode, there's a sense that not everything is as picturesque as the setting leads you to believe. Peele effectively creates this ominous tone through strong character development, especially with Lupita Nyong'o's Adelaide, the matriarch of the family who was haunted by a traumatic experience she had as a young girl while on a similar vacation with her mom and dad. Flashbacks to Adelaide's childhood provide valuable insight into why she seems so sad and often paranoid about the world around her. Nyong'o embodies the trauma of her character well as she teeters on the edge of sanity with every new frightening development. When Adelaide's worst fears come true and a terrifying doppelganger family shows up on their driveway wearing red jumpsuits and carrying large gold scissors, the story gets absolutely bonkers, but in a good way. And while there are plenty of scares, Peele balances the shock and awe with some hilarious moments courtesy of the dad, Winston Duke's Gabe. Gabe's happy-go-lucky personality is the perfect counterpoint to Adelaide's somber demeanor and keeps Us from taking itself too seriously. Since Us is a family affair, the kids get their time to shine as well. It's enjoyable to watch them go up against their respective doppelgangers, which also gives the young performers a chance to show off their acting chops because the scissor-wielding counterparts require very different performances. But Peele wisely manages the time spent with the kids so they don't feel like an afterthought. In contrast to another scary flick like A Quiet Place, these kids don't feel as vulnerable, which lends itself to the Twilight Zone comparison. This reality is unlike any other, so it's okay if innocent kids suddenly turn into confident killers. In a movie where scissors, bats, and fireplace pokers are used as weapons, there's bound to be some blood splatter. But Peele doesn't unleash all the gore at once, and opts for a slow build of violence that gets more graphic over time. Peele's technique adds suspense and tension because you're never quite sure when the gross-out moments are about to occur. Sometimes he pulls the camera back, leaving the slicing and dicing sounds as our only indicator as to what might be happening, while during other instances, Peele keeps the camera focused on the mayhem so you can squirm in your seat.
What are you people?
It's us.
Us is a very, very strange film, but that's okay because it wouldn't be a Jordan Peele joint if there wasn't a little risk involved. Peele has proven that he's not a one-hit wonder with this truly terrifying, poignant look at one American family that goes through hell at the hands of maniacal doppelgangers. The strangeness of the narrative stays grounded with excellent character development, especially with Lupita Nyong'o's Adelaide. Winston Duke's Gabe adds some much-needed humor to lighten the tense and bloody mood, and the kids also have plenty to contribute. The impactful use of music and dazzling cinematography elevates Us above your average horror thriller. Peele has created another marvelous new American horror story. For more, check out our coverage of Jordan Peele's Twilight Zone reboot and our review of Captain Marvel. And as always, be sure to subscribe wherever you like to watch IGN.